And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, sheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up honey to milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre-grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yo, let's go! Thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you so much. I am your humble host, Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. We doing it big. I know I like to tease with my thumbnails. Yesterday I screwed up and I didn't talk about the Tim Pool story. Not my first time screwing up, as you will see. I will stumble and fumble and bumble my way. I don't know about to the top, but, you know, if you don't reach for the stars, you never get to the top of the mountain. I'm trying to do it. Your boys trying to make it happen. And I appreciate you guys so much. I put in my application, like I said, finally to be, YouTube partnership program deal. And it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a little while. It's like a couple of weeks. I guess they're going to watch my shows. I don't know if bots do it or, blue-haired people in San Francisco or something watch it. Wherever the heck YouTube is based out. I'm presuming it's got to be San Fran. So I got to wait to see if they think I'm okay. If I've censored myself enough for their liking. No, thank you guys so much for being here. I got all types of, you know what's happening. I got all types of stories, and I'm gonna be telling them all. Now I've been watching my show, and I'm like, on my monitor, I go like this, but I'm gonna go like this. We going all the way till about 8 o'clock, till our boy Dark Man Steve comes on. Love that chuck of luck on my boy. Love Dark Man Steve. Last night's show was no different, ladies and gentlemen. It was a straight up banger episode. I loved every moment of it. Now, listen, before I get into it, I am going to do a little bit of talk, a tiny bit, about the aftermath, if you will, from Nick Fuentes on with Piers Morgan, okay? And the reason why I'm going to talk about it, to be honest with you, is because of my thumbnail. The thumbnail says it all. So I love him or hate him. Listen, I'm not the biggest Nick Fuentes fan out there. I am a suspect of everything and everyone except you beautiful, wonderful, amazing, hilarious, brilliant people. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. And I don't like listening to other people. My gut instinct before I heard, all the rumors and stuff, was something's weird with this dude, Nick Fuentes, okay? So I'm not a groiper, okay? I'm like a borderline groiper. No, for real, like, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't know. I think maybe Tucker, our boy Tucker, my biological step uncle, if you will, since Alex Stein's my brother, and Tucker Carlson is Alex Stein's biological stepdad. That makes him my biological step uncle. So I'm not gonna destroy my boy, Tucker, my uncle. Tucker Carlson. I don't know where I'm going with it. I'm not gonna, I don't want to destroy him. I love Tucker Carlson. I think he's great. But there's some sussy stuff about him. You know what I mean? Candace Owens. I don't know if it's just her ego or if there's sussiness going on. Did you guys know this? Let me just say this real quick. Did you know that Candace Owens' biggest financial backer is a billionaire Scientologist? Do you ever hear her bashing Scientology? Or I should say trashing, bashing. Oh boy, you can't do that. But exposing the nonsense and ridiculousness and scary stuff that Scientologists do. No, you don't. And Scientologists are all about that flash. You got to put Tommy Cruise out there. You got to put what the hell's his name from the guy there on the Face Off. The guy with the Face Off. He lost his child, which is sad. He lost his wife. What the hell is his daggone name? Huh?
John Travolta.
John Travolta. God, wow. Thank you, Mr. Starboy. John Travolta. I mean, like, hey, you gotta join, okay? The Yakub invented us, all right? We're gonna go past the comet when it comes, eh? That's Vinny Barbarino. None of you know who the hell that is. But anyway, I like to do impersonations. I'm not the best at them, but I'm gonna do them anyway because I like to, and I think it's fun. No, but I bring the whole Nick thing up with Piers because on Piers's show, Piers is a slimy little piece of shiz, as I was saying yesterday. Yes, there's many times where I agree with Piers, and Piers knows what he's doing. He's like, he wants everybody on all sides and spectrums of the political spectrum to watch him and to be intrigued by it. And it works because he says things that both sides, or everybody in the middle want to hear. And it works. So when we hear him say, I used to be against guns, and now I've come to realize they're not so bad. I still have my problems. So he keeps the people who hate guns. Oh, he doesn't totally hate guns. I'll still keep watching him. But, I've gone to be quite fair share of gun ranges in America. And, I'm intrigued. That's what I'll say. I'm intrigued. And so us idiots on the right are like, okay, well, he's not against guns anymore. He must be our friend. I'll tell you, with friends like Piers Morgan, you don't need enemies. What am I talking about? Nick Fuentes is on his show. Yes, it's gotcha interviews kind of passe. It's a little overused, but he did it. He sneak attacked him by bringing up his father, Nick Fuentes' dad. Like his dad's probably a lefty, for God's sakes. He grew up in Chicago, for God's sakes. And he even says on that interview, I'm my dad has completely different opinions than me. My opinions aren't my dad's. And it's like, wow, what do you know? And Piers just kept on doing it. And he was just trying to dox his dad and get his dad fired. Then we learned today, I'm just going to spoil it for you. Spoiler alert. Or last night or today, whenever it was, Nick Fuentes did his show, I guess. I only really seen clips, if I'm going to be honest. Where he says his parents are in, their 60s. They're like 65, and both of them have cancer, and both of them are still working. And shame on people like Piers Morgan who have all the Epstein Island money in the world, and they can have all the security in the world and live in a gated community with security guards, with high-tech security and chauffeurs and everything else, so they can really say whatever they want without, real-life consequences of getting some psychotic lunatic who becomes obsessed with somebody and wants to get them. And Piers knows there's a billion of them out there. Maybe not that many, but, he knows there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of these psycho lunatics who have no lives, and they just go after, people they see on their phone and their screen. And so I was saying on Doc Man Steve's chat last night, and, it's a little anger, I'm like, Piers has brought up his children before. He even brought him up in that interview with Nick. And if I was Nick, I would have did a little more research on my enemy, on Piers. That's like I was saying yesterday with my boy, friend of the show, Andrew Wilson, and his wife Rachel. They do their homework when they go debating people. Oh, believe me, they've been well read and well studied on their opponent and their opponent's opinions on whatever the topic is that they're debating, so that they know who they're dealing with. And if that person gets out of line, brings up your daddy, you can bring up something and get right back at him. So, and also in that interview, if you want to call it that, everybody knows Nick Fuentes claims to, proudly be an incel. He's a virgin. He's saving himself for marriage, which is honestly what every good Christian, especially a good Catholic, is supposed to do. I mean, and Piers Morgan claims to be a Catholic, and here he is bashing this young man who's actually following. I didn't follow it. Don't tell Mrs. Starbuck. I didn't follow it. Okay, she knows. I'm just being a wise ass. But still, I regret that. I wish I saved myself for marriage, because as you get older and you realize what's between your legs isn't really as important as you think. I mean, yeah, of course. Smacks is as fun as it can get. Okay, but there's way more. I mean, I used to joke around and say, like, I said to Mr. Starboard a bunch of times, but I'm like, if God forbid something happened and I am in a wheelchair and I'm paralyzed from the waist down, it's like, would you still love me? You know what I mean? And for Mrs. Starboard, for all you guys, my parents and my brother, everybody, I could sit here and name everybody. I'm not. What the hell am I talking about? All I know is that nothing would be treated different, because it doesn't, that half doesn't really matter. When it comes out, it doesn't matter. I know it's fun. Believe me, I know. I'm just saying that shit doesn't matter. And Piers just kept on going at Nick Fuentes about, oh, you're a virgin. How can you talk about things in women? How can you judge women when you've never had sex with them? What? Listen, some people think that Jesus Christ had a wife, Mary Magdalene, and kids with him. I don't know if that's just a Tom Hanks movie or if it's real. I always kind of thought, in the Bible it says that God came down and he sent his son, and he came down through his son, Jesus Christ. And one of the things that he got to do was to experience everything that a human being could experience. I thought that would include sex, but listen, it doesn't really matter. But as we know, really what the evidence shows, excuse me, is that the overwhelming evidence shows that Jesus was celibate and never had sex. Also, Mary was a virgin. I mean, yeah, she went on to have other kids and stuff, but it's like, Mary, Piers Morgan's better than Mary and Jesus, by the way. Most, I think, if all, right? Priests, I think all, at least Catholic priests, are supposed to be virgins. The Pope, I believe, is a virgin. And it's like, so only Piers Morgan is able to talk about how good or bad women are, because he's stuck his wee Willy Wonka in him. That's ridiculous. Before your boy, okay, was throwing the Riz around, trying to find girls. You had to learn about girls, and you had to understand. Now, I'm not saying, when I'm a little kid trying to figure out chicks, that I was smart enough to, critique them, but it's just absolutely ludicrous, and everybody knows it. Piers Morgan knows it. It knows it all. It's like, you don't have to have sex with. I don't have to have sex with dudes to know what dudes are like. I don't have to have sex with illegals to know what they're like. So that's the thing. So everybody's been pointing, and Piers Morgan's bragging on his show about how he smashes his wife. He's like 60 something years old, and I'm still popping the blue pill and banging my wife while Nick Fuentes over there saving himself for marriage. You know nothing. So I thought, why not take a little deep dive? And apparently a few million other people thought the same thing, because who is Piers Morgan's wife? After my long ass intro, We'll find out. Let's see how great it is in Piers Morgan's love life. Let's check out Piers Morgan's love life together. Also, I was actually thinking of titling this show. Is one way I was going to do it is Taylor Swift, scam artist? Question mark. Or can Taylor Swift still sing? Question mark. You gotta have a little clickbait. I scroll through YouTube, and when I see a catchy title and a cool ass thumbnail, I'm like, all right, you got me. Come on, we all do it, right? And it's tough because most people do that for like just regular videos. I'm doing this for a live, so I'm talking about multiple things, just like Bubba the Love Sponge this morning. He's always got the banging ass thumbnails. Come on, let's face it. Bubba the Love Sponge is the man, and his thumbnail and title was I think it was like Trump cancels Netflix deal or something like that. And it worked. I was going to click on it anyway. I'm looking for the damn thing. But it just works. So don't get too mad at me for clickbait. But we are going to talk about it because the reason why I'm all a little disturbed with myself or whatever you want to call it is because I wanted to talk about the Tim Pool incident or non-incident yesterday. And I'll talk about it a little bit today. I don't want to get too deep into it because my boy Alex and I loves Tim Pool. They're good friends. And then my boy Nick the Gun Guy can't stand Tim Pool. So I just got to play a nice balancing act so I don't upset the people I love. You know what I mean? But at the same time, your boy's keeping it real. I'm always keeping it a buck, as the kids say in the biz. But I get so many other stories, and hopefully I'm going to end this with fun. I like to be uplifting, dagnabbit, and be fun. Let me get to the chat. By the way, oh my God, I finally got my Tookus up this morning. Watch Bubba, and I'm so glad I did. Thank God. Actually, it's my middle daughter. Thank you, dear. Saying, Dad, I missed the bus. Get up. We got to go. And I'm like, oh, sure. Okay, here we go. I'm like, wait, I'm awake. I'm out of my hibernation coma. We put on Bubba. Let me get up in there. I think there was like 2 or 3 people I didn't get to say hi to. The Fat Pig, Dutch Duke. I think I said hi to Eat More Coleslaw. A bunch of other people. And all I know is I finally got to make my day complete by saying hello to all of y'all. I love yous. Johnny Z Friendly, my homie. Let's go. I love Johnny Z Friendly. I love all you guys. Kenny Powers, my dude. My man, let's go. Oh, man, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I guess the jury went to Eat Friendlies for an all-you-can-eat pancake. That's another thing. I want to talk more about, I want to start getting a little bit more into the Brian Wall stuff. I've been letting it build. I've known about a lot of these things in the case for a while. Because Turtle Boy, while he was trying to save that ungrateful woman, Karen Reed, I'm getting destroyed, by the way. People on X and shit are like this. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Karen Reed is a saint. She's the real saint. I worship the ground she walks on. I kiss her stilettos. It's like, relax. Okay? Just relax. I clearly said Karen Reed was innocent of hitting her, boyfriend with her SUV. It's ridiculous that she even brought that case up. I'm just saying, not an ideal friend or spouse. Is that too bad? Is that, why condemn me for that? But anyway, real friends don't do what she did to Turtle Boy and to many other people. She's out there begging for more money and not doing appearances and just, it's like, hello, we love supporting you and helping you. You got to give a little bit. You got to give a little bit back. And nobody wants the money back. We want appearances. We want, you to be part of the little community that we got going on. Oh, no, but not her queen, Karen Reed. Anyway, I digress. Let me get to the chat. But so I want to get to the Brian Wall stuff a lot more. When Turtle Boy was defending Karen Reed, he went to jail for harassing people. But I mean, journalists, it's not harassment. It's what journalists do. But whatever. Journalists harass people. They go to the house. Channel 7 News. Is it true? You were, you didn't pay your employees for 2 months, and now you're heading to Fort Lauderdale. And people are like, leave me alone. I don't want to be on camera. I mean, that's harassing, but it's legal. So it's not like whatever. So Turtle Boy gets arrested, and he goes to the same jail that Brian Walsh happens to be at. That big, cold-blooded buffoon who chopped his wife up into pieces. He actually took his son, their child, but he took his child to Home Depot to buy, a get away with murder kit, basically, with the kid. And there's like a camera. I think it's on like the cash register, kiosk, checkout area, whatever. And he's like smiling. The dude's sick. So there is stuff to get to. It's just, I've heard it so much. I'm like, I don't know, but I will get into it. I promise you. The great one, my boy. Oh boy, Bob Cook. Love you, Bob. Thank you for being here so much, man. Bart Hutchinson. Thank you for being here, Bart, man. God, I love you. Thank you so much. Truth is unbreakable. The truth can't be broken with this one. Thank you for being here always. Always, always, always. Fuentes is Shapiro's kid as the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh my God. I think we all feel the same way about Fuentes, right? It's like, damn, my camera feels like it's get over there, little Camry. I want you to be able to see me. Woo-hoo. Can my seat go up? Maybe my seat will go up. Hey, ask and you shall receive. All right, so I don't know. I think a lot of people feel the same way. But see, here's the thing I was trying to say earlier, and my mind wandered. Shocker. Whether it's Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, Candace Owen, or several other people in the biz that we all think they might be feds or whatever. Nick Fuentes says the most stuff that I agree. The Fed I agree with most is Nick Fuentes. And not with everything, by the way. There's a bunch of shit I don't agree with. But when it comes to like base political shit, you can't disagree with him. I'm sorry. And maybe that's part of the FBI's trick, the Fed trick. Saying shit that we want to hear. I don't know, but I'm just saying. My boy, damn it, I forgot to get a hold of you yesterday. B-Dubs. Love you, B-Dubs. I gotta actually talk to you about something. It's not like super important, but I gotta give you a call after the show. My dog. Dark Match Steve. Everybody get your ass over to Dark Match Steve right after this program. Listen, me and Dark Match Steve built this friendship, and we basically made our own mud club, if you will, our own coalition. If you go look at Rumble, pardon me, you have why can't I remember this dude's name? The British guy we talked about yesterday. Married Katy Perry, and he's smoking Jeffries with the fuzzy wool. I don't know why I can never remember his name. Anywho, you got Steven Crowder, the Quartering, Tim Pool, and a bunch of other people, and they just made a lineup. So we created our own lineup, okay? I am praying that our lineup gets back together because it used to be me, Alex Stein, and then Dark Match Steve, okay? Alex is moving, hopefully, to, I think, 11 o'clock at night. I'm praying for him. I love you, Alex. I am praying he gets that contract with Real America's News. I think it's going to be amazing, by the way. Anything Alex does is going to be fucking pimp. So it will change. It will go from to me, Dark Match Steve, and Alex Stein. So I hope that happens. Our boy Nick the Gun Guy is getting up into the mix. So I hope he goes before me, because then we can have a true lineup. The hell with Crowder, the Quartering, Pool, and whoever else. It'll be us. we'll start our own damn thing. Is Piers Morgan's wife a male alien like Macron's wife? I think it's a little different. I think she actually has a vagine. That's the only difference, though. It's a male alien. It's a malian. It's a malian, if you will. Damn, I need to. Yes, please, everybody, please, if you haven't already, hit the like, smash the like, tap the like, whatever you like to do. Finger the like, swirl the like. Oh my God. Speak, ask and you shall receive, speak and let it be spoken. Is that the thing? I forget. Eat my EMC, my dude. Thank you for being here. My wife, Mrs. Starboard, God love her. She just cooked an amazing Taco Tuesday. I literally just stuffed up Taco Tuesdayness. Yeah, listen, we don't want, we want America to be an English-speaking country, majority white people, okay, in a Christian nation. And we'll import Taco Tuesday, dagnabbit. I'll even go as far as to say Cinco de Mayo, it can be an American holiday. Don't, save your ammo, save all your tomatoes, but what's wrong with that? Why not? We're neighbors, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want Somali days. I don't know what day they have. What is it, like starvation day or poop throwing day, or is that the H1Bs? I don't know, but that joke just probably lost your boy's partnership on YouTube. But you're worth it. You're worth every damn word of it. EMC dude, love you. Thank you for being here, brother. Sniz up, my dude. Our dude. We love Sniz. I love it. Yesterday on Doggrass Steve's chat, we were just misspelling Piers' name. It's just a weird name. Like everybody knows like Pier 4 or whatever that store was. And you go to a pier at the beach. It's just a weird name, but whatever. And I like Piers, like pears. Peach Morgan. You never know. Piers Morgan is married to a woman. She gives women a bad name, okay? And Bon Jovi did not write that song for her. But they might as well have. Bubba was getting heat with the chat this morning, brother. I didn't like Bubba. He likes the kayfabe, okay? Bubba, the love sponge, is a true entertainer. Come on, you know that. Big E's the one who really taught me that, by the way. I hope you see her. Because when I was first, especially when I was like really first started to do this show, he gave me so many words of encouragement and hooked me up. I was like, dude, I love this motherfucker. But he would tell me like, dude, don't get all upset about Bubba's show. Something that happened on Bubba's show. He's like, dude, it's a show. He likes to kayfabe. He's in that world, that Hogan cutting promos, carnival style shit. Just chill. So I think Bubba, because listen, Bubba's like, oh, the whole chat hates me. Everybody knows the whole chat hates me. I can't even read I can't read the chat, because they all hate me so much. I know you guys hate me. I know it. And the whole chat is like, we love you, Bubba. I love you, Bubba. I would sound like, dude, we love you, Bubba. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here with that mess. Like I said earlier, there's whack jobs that just like, they have no lives and they go out and they see somebody on the little screen or the TV screen, whatever screen, and they become obsessed and want to, do negative shit and destroy things. And there's just people like there was a dude who called Bubba this morning. He's like, "You're just a complainer. All you do is complain." It's like, what are you doing? You're calling him. You're complaining yourself. Nothing you have to say is positive. We all have that old curmudgeon in us. I don't even care if you're a little kid. Every once in a while, especially a little kid, you're gonna have the old get off my lawn type of day or whatever opinion. We love Bubba. I love Bubba. That's my dude. How many did Bubba block? He was going bonker. I loved it, to be honest with you. I didn't because I don't. You guys know me. I am a promoter by whatever means. I love it. Like Nick the Gun Guy. He just announces. Well, he just said it in Alex Stein's chat on Friday that he's starting a podcast. I am already trying to promote. I love you guys. I'll promote all you guys. And by the way, after we're done with the chat, before we get into it, I got to do shout out my boy, my fucking boy. I need him back on the show. Matter of fact, Alex B, the Monkey King Cobra, has done some phenomenal. He reached a new plateau, and we'll talk about it in a minute. Thomas Gilson, my dude, thank you. A lot of cleaned up blood spatter in that basement. Yes. Oh, yes. Brian Walsh, sloppy dude. Sloppy dude is all I was saying. Did you get a chance to watch Russell Brand? Thank you. I did watch probably about at least half of it, to be honest with you. And my mind got sent away to something else. Something always pops up. So I'm going to watch the second half. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll see. Crowder's on at 11 a.m. Yes. Oh, Thomas Gilson, I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I needed a good thumbing. All right, so listen, now it's on like a leprechaun. I finally got to the chat in less than 2 hours. I can't help myself. I love you guys. You guys are the best chatters, the best commentators on the planet. I always forget which one it is. This one, I kind of like this one, but a little bigger. Make that one a little pop and boop, and there we go. Right? Is that one good? Yeah, this one's bigger. There you go. That's what she said. Let's take a look-see and see what I got in store. Boop. Is it this one? First and foremost, this is my boy. Listen, I love this dude. You know, he gets a lot of grief, but he gets more love than grief. But he does get a lot of. Listen, when you're a big timer, you're a big shot like this guy. You know, the more eyes, the more love, but also the more trolls and haters. And we're all a little bit of trolls, you know what I mean? But at least we're fun, loving troll. We're not, you know, lonely D bags. Just like, you know, we're not Holyoke Joe. So anyway, Alex B, my boy. Oh boy, friend of the show. I love this dude. Please, if you guys haven't, follow him everywhere. Alex B, the Monkey Cobra or the Monkey King Cobra, depending on the platform. Finally, he said, finally got that little green check mark. Haven't been on Kick very long, maybe 42 days with 20 streams. So thank you all so very much for the support. I'll be doing lives from Kick, Twitch, and YouTube again soon, but separating some type of content. F the haters. This means a lot to me. Salute. Look at this beautiful, what do they call it? You know, banner up top. I'm so freaking proud of this dude, for real. He's been crushing it. His name's Alex, and I don't want to say the same style. He just reminds me of he has the same positive vibrational energy as our boy Alex Stein, and I'm there for that. I'm there for it. I love it. He just has that energy. His God-given natural talent to be funny, creative. He's the best. We love Alex B. I just want to give him some love. Give my boy that real what do they call it? What does Bubba call it? I forget. Shine, something like that. And thank you for being here. Love you always. In that time, wait, hold on, it's up here. In that time and place of Mary and Jesus, cousins were referred to as brothers. So Jesus was her only son. And Protestants don't believe this, but I was taught there were no relationships with Joseph. Wow. That's amazing. I should know that. Shame on me. Is God watching? He's always watching. What am I gonna do? Nowhere to hide. Sorry, God, I love you. My brain, I can't remember everything, as you guys can see. Russell Brand, Is that his name? No, but seriously, that's interesting. I remember hearing something about that because there's a few parts of the Bible where it says like and Jesus's brothers and sisters, or brothers actually, I don't think there's any sisters. Jesus' brothers gathered around him and something. And I think it's my memory. So that's interesting. Yeah, they didn't have anything called cousins. And I believe I think you'd be the one to know this most of all. I believe he was related somehow to John the Baptist too. So that would probably be his cousin too, or his uncle or something like that. I think they were, I'm pretty sure Jesus was, a couple years younger. So it's probably cousin, but I mean, I have a couple of, especially I got one aunt. I always want to call her, I have one cousin. I always want to call her my aunt, which like she's a couple of years older. And it's like, no, you're my cousin, stupid. No, Suzanne, no spoilers, please. I told you, people, the best commenters anyway. I'm spoiled. The best. Yes, Suzanne, it's called the Immaculate Reception. Immaculate Reception. I remember an 80s rock band called Jesus, Mary, and Chain. I think it was Jesus, Alice, and Mary Chain. Terrible joke, whatever. No, but that's really interesting because that would make we'll go back to the Virgin Mary, right? Everybody called the Virgin Mary. That would mean the whole time. Most people do a lot of presuming. I'm guilty of it. And you would think that she's married to Joseph, right? Which means that Mary's married to Joseph, Jesus' mom, and they live their whole life, and they, you would think that a married couple would have more children. So I don't know, but I agree with you as always. Jesus called everyone his brother because he was black. He was like, well, I think he said Nick. I think Jesus of it. He's like, what's up, my Nick? I didn't say the whole word. Please give me my partnership. I didn't say the whole word. Honestly, I grew up saying that all the time. It was a term of endearment. Do you have any hot cousins, Starboard? How do you even answer that? How does one answer, do I have hot cousins? It's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh yeah, I got one real hot. Nah, what? I have amazing, wonderful cousins who I love with all my soul. Honest to God, I am blessed with an amazing mom and my dad, as long as God gave him to me. And I'll see him again, obviously. Hopefully, if I make it up there, I gotta, keep my mouth clean over here. I don't see that happening, but I'm trying. No, but for real, I'm telling you, I am blessed. My brother, his wife, and my wife's brothers and sisters, I am blessed. Her parents, oh my God, I'm truly blessed. My cousins, they were, like I always say about my brother being a role model, holy cannoli. I had, my cousin Terry, I love you. I miss you so much. He's up there with my dad in heaven, cracking jokes, making Jesus and Moses and all of them laugh up there. Trust me. But it's my living cousins too. Unbelievable on both sides. Oh my God, love them all. But are they hot? That's for you to decide, buddy. I honestly, I'm not looking like that's, but I appreciate you asking. I appreciate you asking. They left that out of the Bible. What, my hot cousins? I heard Jesus called his boys Cuzzo. I think it was Cuzzo. But I don't know if they left that totally out of the Bible. It's in Aramaic to Hebrew, so it's like kazah. Is it kazah? My kazahs. All right, I'm being silly. That's right. John the Baptist was Jesus' cousin. Boom, roasted. I knew it was coming. I thought so. Also, in those days, older guys married younger girls to take care of them. Was it? I guess it was to take care of them. I would think, like, young. It's just like today's world. Like Nick Fuentes is 27. I don't really see him ready to settle down and raise kids. I, on the other hand, at 24 was ready. And some people are even more, ready earlier than I was. But I guess I can see that. I mean, yeah. It's just weird. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, they still do it today. I had a video I was almost going to share, but I'm like, it might be against YouTube's terms of service if I show this. There was a bunch of videos like that, to be honest with you. There's one video, I believe it's in Germany. Oh, no, it's in England, of these 4 or 5 African Muslims, and that's no insult. That's just where they came. It's just that's the facts. And they are beating the ever-loving piss out of this 90-pound, 90-year-old woman. It is so disturbing. Because listen, I try to be fun and uplifting, but I gotta show you the truth. And there are just some videos that I just can't show on air. Not up to me. And honestly, I wish I'd never had to show them. Nobody wants to see that, but people have to be leery. And Piers Morgan has Nick Fuentes on, and he had Tucker Carlson on before then, and he told both of them, he tells everybody, London is the safest place on earth. Oh, multiculturalism is great. I can't wait for white people to be the minority in England. Oh, it's going to be so great. Huh? I'd like to show you, all fine, wonderful, beautiful, amazing people, how great it is. But now I just said what it was, the whole thing. But the other video I was going to show you was there's like 4 or 5 of them, and it's the way Muslim people, they still do it back in like the old days, and they marry off their like 13-year-old daughter to some 40, 35 to 50-year-old man. And like Suzanne said, it's it is to take care of them in more ways than one. Ugh. And but like one of the videos, the girl's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And the father's whapping her. And the to-be husband comes over and he's going to do it. And the father said, no. And and what he's saying is, you don't get to beat her until you marry her. And then I can't beat her anymore. And it's like, huh? So I think there's another, all I'm saying, I think there's another aspect to these old nasty dudes marrying young chicks, is a power dynamic. It's like, 14, 13, 15-year-old girl can't overpower some 38, 48-year-old dude. But what do I know? I mean, at least when they're close in age, the chicks get at least a fighting chance, is all I'm saying. I got a crooked-eyed cousin I can introduce you to, Sniz. Feel Jesus inspired today. Absolutely. Good God. I told you guys are the best commenters. You can say it better than I can. With blue eyes, one blue this way and the other one blue that way. I used to be able to separate them a little bit and be, can you see it? And I go like, oh, I can't do it anymore. What do you want from me? Piers Morgan is a fool. He's a fool. So is Grape Morgan and Strawberry Morgan, but not Morgan Elizabeth. We love Morgan Elizabeth. She's I wouldn't say she's due any day, but she's at the last wonderful stage of pregnancy, so she's always she's not comfortable. Okay, she's not feeling comfortable, but we love her. She's around. Where the heck? All right, let me get to some stories. I got an hour, and I got probably 5 hours worth of stories. Where should we begin? How about, I had a couple of stories yesterday. For anybody tuning in, thank you. Watching after the fact, probably. Stick around. I will get to Piers Morgan's wife in one momento, por favor, because there's many other things we got to talk about here. Look, this is what I was talking about real quick. This man, let me click on it a little bigger. Oh, hey, I wish it was much larger, the way we say it here in Boston, a little larger, kid. This man had the nerve to bring one of his youngest sons, shopping at Lowe's. Sorry, Home Depot. Lowe's to buy a murder cover-up kit after he savagely murdered his wife and the mother of his children. Brian Walsh has to be one of the shittiest humans around. This doesn't even do it. His is one of him smiling. Brings the victim. Somebody kills your mom. You're a victim. He's just a piece of shit. Look at him smiling with his scumbag. And he has this perpetual doofus face. Morgan Elizabeth actually came up with that word. Not that I never heard it before, but when she described him as a doofus, it stuck. That's all I'll say. It stuck. Look at it. He's a doofus. He looks and acts and is a absolute doofus. I wish they didn't get this freeze frame because there's another shot of him. He's doing his hair smiling. You just did the most heinous act on the planet, and you have the victim of one of the victims of that crime, your son, your chopped up wizife's son with you, and you're smiling like you are normal. There it is. Here's Johnny. Here's Bri, piece of shizzy. Brian Walsh. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Probably, I don't know, soon. Like I said, I got to figure out when I can get Nick the Gun Guy back, the Fat Pig back, like Alex B back. I'm still trying to get Taylor from Fish Tank back. I got my work cut out for me. We got our work cut out, kids. I'm not even going to get into that. People are already mad at me for the Karen Reed stuff. All right, we don't need to see that. We did that yesterday. There was something left over from yesterday that I wanted to get to. We did that. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is fun. Listen, let's get into some fun stuff, okay? Where on earth did it go? Okay, speaking, let's have a little fun before we get into all the crappy stuff. Here we go. Look at Alex B. Let me just put this out here first. This isn't what I was going to talk about, but I see my boy Alex B and my friend Trisha, and I just got to put it out there and give him some love, right?
Look who it is. Look who it is. Oh, the motherfucking legend, the Monkey King. Yep. Who you go first?
Less bass, brother. You're crushing me with the bass. I can't hear you. Yep, Dungay Ruined Think Tank by Alex B, Trisha Militia, Jimmy, and Dan, the guy whose house they all used, and the rest of the real content creators will keep this party cranking, keep it going. This is what I didn't talk about yesterday. There's one other thing, too, I want to get to real quick. We got plenty of time. Don't worry about it. Well, action-packed show. Mel, everybody loves Mel. She used to follow me, and then she unfollowed me probably to pump this number up, because when she followed me, she had like 98,000 followers, and she did what all these pieces of shiz seem to do, is they follow you, you follow them back, and then, I don't know, a couple months later, boop, unfollow, because they want to be famous like Mel. Now, Mel doesn't need it. Mel, you don't need to do that, Mel. Sorry to get off a little track here, but let me just say something. You don't need to do that, okay? I guess it really does work psychologically on some people, not on me. When I see like Candace Owens has 3 million followers and she follows 0 back, to me, I don't want to follow you back. You don't follow enough people. Now, to be fair, Mel is following a bunch of people back, and I don't know what the hell I said. I honestly, maybe she wasn't one of those people. Mel, I'll give you a little break. Maybe she wasn't one, but I'm not going to follow you back. You don't follow me, ain't following you back. But she's coming up with banger ass Twitter posts. They're freaking amazing. Like this one, Portnoy. This just happened on Sunday. Portnoy, Dave Portnoy, piece of shiz from Barstool. El Presidumgay. Portnoy just called for the murder of Pete Carroll, former Patriots head coach, by the way. I didn't like him. Glad to see him go, but it's not that I don't like him personally. He's a good guy. Seems like a nice guy. He won a few Super Bowls with the Seahawks, and now he's on the Raiders. But listen, watch this. And this is what I meant to talk about yesterday, because I was like saying I'll show you guys what the league is rigged, and then I didn't show it because your boy is an airhead half the time. But I digress. Portnoy calls for the Mizerner of Pete Carroll, and literally nothing will happen. 2 days later, Portnoy's still I don't know, walking around on biting pieces of pizza and being a prick. Remember this, the next time he's crying about people saying hurty words to him and throwing pennies at him to be funny. Throwing pennies at his feet, way away from his feet. I'm not saying, it's the best way to express yourself, but some kid walks by, throws pennies way away from his feet. I don't even think any of them hit him. It was just for the sound, for the effect. And he's being a piece of, little piece of shit, being a little wise ass. And Portnoy gets the kid arrested. But all the kid said was like, F the Jays. Not a nice thing to say, but we live in a free country, we thought. But I don't have to explain this to you guys, but I will real quick. Freedom of speech means just that. Freedom of expression, but there's a different thing that is called a call to action. So if I say, Dave Portnoy is a piece of shiz, it's a shame he's still on this earth. I wouldn't say that even about him, by the way, but I can say that. What I can't do is have a call to action to say, Dave Portnoy is a piece of shiz. Somebody go and take him out. You know what I mean? That's what you can't do. That's a call to action. We all know that as adults in here. I'm just saying this out loud. What he did is a call to action. I don't care if he's joking. It's not a joke, by the way, because he's all upset because he's a degenerate. This loser is worth like $300 million. And he's upset about like a $10,000 bet or whatever this scumbag is doing. Betting. I mean, listen, I like to bet here and there, $5, $10, and I'm not knocking anybody who bets. But when you're a multi-millionaire who still has millions of dollars coming in, whatever the hell you bet, whatever, 5, 10, 20, 50,000, is it the end of the world? No, you can wipe your ass. With $50,000 to Portnoy is like $50, maybe $5 to me. And I'm not going to be like, oh my God, Dave Carroll, somebody, take this dude out. Portnoy is just a piece of shiz. That's all. Let's get into it.
That's the worst beat of all time. And you have to investigate the Raiders. Investigate the Raiders. What are they doing? What the fuck? That's the worst beat of all time. That is cheating. What the fuck? I got to rewind this. That's the worst fucking beat of all time. This is the worst beat of all time. Pete Carroll should be in fucking prison. Prison for Pete Carroll.
Say it.
First of all.
Say it, you piece of shit.
The refs, everybody. This is prison. This is prison.
Say it.
There's 16 seconds left in the game. By the way, the play before this, there was fucking 20 seconds. They threw it. Prison. The spread's 8.5. They spiked the ball, by the way. They ran up and spiked it as a tempo. Prison Pete Carroll. Murder Pete Carroll.
Uh-oh.
I want Pete Carroll murdered. Can you see this play right here?
Wow. Imagine. Just imagine, if you will. Someone is losing their mind. Oh, my God, Dave Portnoy. He took one bite of my pizza and gave me a 6 at my restaurant. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Kill Portnoy. That dude would be at the Wailing Wall as we speak, on his way to Auschwitz for a tour of, why you don't say anything to, these fucking assholes. Did I miss you? I feel like I missed a bunch of you guys. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I gotta read these amazing. Poor kid doesn't even know his mom is gone. And dude, Brian Walsh is a piece of shiz. Brian Walsh, this chuckalugga right here, this piece of shiz, in my opinion, not really too far off from Brian Walsh. Not saying he's a murderer, but he is calling for Pete Carroll to be murdered because he lost what, $200, $2,000. I don't know what he lost. It's nothing. It's a pittance. I don't care if he lost all his money. Sorry, I don't really put money all that high up. Money's important. You gotta live. I'm not stupid. But when it comes to money, comes and goes. You can't take it with you. You can take your reputation with you. And that remains, I should say. You don't take it with you. It lingers longer than our little bodies do. Dave looks like he just got out of a tanning bed. Oh, he probably did. Dude, I just got out of my fucking tanning bed, dude. Oh, my God. So what is he crying about? Pete Carroll started deflating that guy. Oh my God. Bangers. Always with the bang. Pete Carroll is Brian Walsh if he was an NFL coach. Oh my God. I didn't read that until right now. And he said that before I did. The minds, if you will, the great minds. Kenny, Pete. I'm very upset Scott said he likes Pete Carroll. Oh my God. I don't know. Pete Carroll just seems like a nice guy. He's a doofus. He's a port soy Brian Walsh type of dude. By the way, speaking of another girl who came up with it, I know she didn't invent the word port soy, but truth is unbreakable. The first time I heard somebody say port soy, and I adopted that one too. I love it. I love it. Port soy. Look at exactly like a soy boy right now. Oh my God, dude. I lost 0.5 cents of my worth. But call for the guy's murder, for crying out loud, while he's in his multi-million-dollar home. For the love of Jeepers Creepers. Packers are superior and kick the Bears' asses glorious. I forgot to congratulate you, Truth. And Bubba the Love Sponge loves him some of his Packers. Never believe one of these tiny head losers when they say a joke offended them. Now, you're right. You're 1,000,000% right. It's unreal. Pete Carroll should be in prison for throwing 10 tons of bubblegum on the ground, Kenny. Wasn't Pete Carroll the coach of the Seahawks when Deflategate happened? I wasn't making a joke. No, no. Whoa, wait. No. I don't think Deflategate happened. Now you make me look here. Let me look. I love it. No, it was the Indianapolis Colts, I believe, right? Because they were always pumping crowd music into the thing, which is super illegal. I could be wrong on that. Let me see. Which teams were which NFL team? Sorry for this. It always drives me nuts. But when I watch other people do it, I don't get mad. It doesn't make me leave. I'll be quick. Which NFL teams were in the Deflategate game? Hopefully this will just tell me and it won't show me 400 posts. No. Here we go. No. Don't make me ask Grok. Grok is terrible. My fault. Copy. Paste it. Come on, Gronk. Where are you? Grok, whatever your name is. Paste it. I just got to know. I'm sorry, folks. We got to see who the two Deflategate teams were. Boom! It was the Indianapolis Winebags. Quick answer. Come on, Gronk. The Deflategate game was 2014 AFC Championship, played on January 18th, 2015 at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The two teams were the greatest team on earth, the New England Patriots, versus the biggest wine bag choke artists of all time, the Indianapolis Colts. And all you Colts fans out there, the Colts are a great team. We love, like I always say, we love the TV show The Middle. It's in it's like right there. They love the Indianapolis Colts. It's in Indiana. So I kid. But did you see what the Colts are doing? The freaking Colts look like the team to beat, for crying out loud. And then the last 3 games, they just completely fell apart. And it's hilarious to see. Dungy, yes, it was Tony Dungarees being a piece of shit. Now that was the Seahawks with the Cardinals. So you're right. But the Colts, like because of Deflategate, or maybe it was before it. All I know is the stupid Deflategate's the dumbest thing of all time. They didn't tell us all the measurements of all the balls on both teams. And probably because both teams had the exact same amount of balls that were either overinflated or underinflated. The same amount. Ridiculous. Don't get me going. Don't get me going. Hit that button or I ban you. Dark Steve will ban you if you don't hit the like button. He's watching you. Chuck Pagano was the Colts coach in 2015. Are you sure? Fucking AI got me. I just know because I'm like, I don't think it was Seattle. Listen, I'm just saying Pete Carroll doesn't seem like the worst. If I had to choose between Brian Walsh, Portsoy, or Pete Carroll, I guess I'd slightly pick Pete Carroll. That's all I'm saying. So that should be a little bit better. Hey, don't show all my jokes. I got jokes for the end to keep the party upbeat. We want to be upbeat, right? Because we're about to get downbeat. Maybe not. We'll see. I like to be a little zany from time to time. Real quick, you want to see something? Mamdani Zoran, the new mayor of New York City, because New York is just so smart. They elected some foreign asshole who hates you. He appoints a convicted armed robber to the public safety transition team. Can I zoom in on this? I hope you guys can just see this as it is. Whoops, what am I doing? There we go. You see this? You wouldn't want this guy bagging your groceries. No. You know who that guy is? When you walk into a subway train and he's holding the thing and he's kind of blocking the entrance, that's who that guy is. And he's looking to rob a woman's purses. Who the hell is this guy? He's wearing some hat. It says, I don't know what it says. I've been trying to read it all day so I could get to this. No to my crit black miserder. I don't know what he's saying, but good grief. We are fudge. Well, New York's fudge first. Sorry. Hopefully upstate will be a little bit better.
Many reckless youth hold a huge.
Before we get super going, let me do it the proper way I'm supposed to do it. Ready?
Fatigued.
Okay, I feel much better now. As I was saying, new fear unlocked today, ladies and gentlemen. Worrying about a loved one becoming a paraplegic because some animal can't behave at the mall and throws seats over the balcony down at least one story, maybe.
This horrifying footage shows the moment a reckless youth hurled a huge seat from the third floor of Westfield.
Almost missed.
Below.
Almost hit.
The object fell 120 foot, narrowly missing those on the ground floor of the shopping center.
Very nice. Thanks a lot. So glad you're here and brought your culture with you, right? Multiculturalism. How about this lady? Ready? Tourists shocked by what she sees in London. Ready? There was so many Peters and Pauls. I love that. Listen, Goodfellas, I still love Goodfellas, even though Robert De Niro is a piece of shit. But listen, watch this. Ready? This woman, she comes to London. Cheerio, pip, pip, mate. Not so much anymore. It's
Visit New London.
Hello. Oh, the whole metro, that's what they call it. It's the subway. Oh, the whole metro is named after London. Great job. Or should we say Londonistan, as it's known around the world now. Watch out for fallen chair, fallen seats. Or is that just the American culture? I don't know. It's bad enough everywhere. This is Fatigue, ladies and gentlemen.
Visit New London.
What is the ninjas walking around? That is the creepiest thing. It almost looks like it's cartoon eyes. Ninjas everywhere. Not good. Oh, what do you know? Pakistani migrant Muhammad Danyal sexually assaults a 14-year-old Christian girl in the UK. When the girl screamed for help, the local people ran over, saved her, and caught this piece of shiz. Shamelessly, Muhammad Danyal has started giving justification that he is a Muslim and that God promised this to him 3,000 years ago. I'm not going to spend too much time on this guy. This makes me sick.
Is your name Mohammed Daniel, yeah? Mohammed, listen to what I'm going to say to you. We're from a team called the Lucy Child Protection, yeah? And we stop people and we stop people, listen to what I'm going to say to you, and we stop people like you grooming children online. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We're a team that stop people grooming. You've been grooming what you believe to be a 14-year-old child online in a very sexual and coercive manner. I'm going to ask you a few questions, Mohammed Daniel, yeah? Is this your chat log or profile? I'd say no names. Is this you, yeah? Is this your number? Yes. Okay.
He understands everything just perfectly. He just has that stupid face on. It's resting stupid face. Basically. Daniel Graham, my man, thank you for being here, Big Pimp, and love you. I appreciate it. Hey there, Chuckalunka fam. Sorry I'm late. Last day of school for the semester. Hey, whenever you pop in, it's always good. Don't worry about it. And Kenny, you ain't ever got nothing to apologize for. Honestly, I would have went along with it, but something in my mind was like, wait a second. There was another team. Like, I don't hate the Seahawks. I couldn't stand Marshawn Lynch. And then what do you know? He chases my boy Alex Stein around with murderous intent, like Alex is a chair on the second floor of a mall. Criminal minded. Marshawn Lynch is a piece of shit. Every time I see Marshawn Lynch in a commercial, I'm like, all the people who worked filming that commercial were living in fear the entire time. Oh, you did a great job. What'd you say? Yeah. You said I did a good job. All right, cool. And they're like, yeah, I'm sorry. You're a monster. Sheesh, Marshawn Lynch, piece of shit. But I didn't really hate too many of the other people. Hate's a strong word. I really didn't. I hate Marshawn Lynch. Sorry, God. But the rest of the Seahawks, I didn't really matter. It's probably because the Patriots came out on top in the Super Bowl. Let's face it. But the Colts, I never liked, and that I knew was a reason. I knew it was a team I really despise. I don't really despise them too much anymore. I think they have new owners, right? But the owner would always like, why are the Patriots cheating? Oh, they're watching our practice. You can watch the Patriots practice all day. Tom Brady's like Larry Bird. He's like, I'm going to dribble to the left. I'm going to dribble to the right. I'm going to spin. I'm going to pump fake. And I'm going to shoot the ball right in your face. Try to block me. Try to stop it. They are thinking of bringing Phillip Rivers back at 44. He hasn't played in 5 years. They'd have a better chance of bringing Tom Brady back. But I did hear that too. I forgot about that. I wish I talked about that. Now I'm glad you brought it up. I hope they do too. Oh my God, I hope they do. Honestly, a lot of people like that. What's his name? Dan. The QB for the Colts went down in the last game. I think he had a broken labia or something like that. He has he fractured his fallopian tube. Something happened to his vagina, is what I'm saying. No, I'm just being a wise ass. I always try to make my son laugh when we watch football. I'm like, oh, broken labia, out for 2 weeks. But it's, I shouldn't do it. That's what you do in basketball. To be in the NBA, it's like, oh, there he goes. He's got a torn. He broke his vagina, torn labia. He'll be right back in the game. Kobe Bryant, oh amazing! Oh my god! Oh, hurt my leg! Oh my god, my legs hurt! Oh my god, my leg! And then 2 seconds later, they're like, "All right, you ready to shoot 3 free throws?" Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm okay. Pass, dribble. Ready. It's like, what happened? I thought you fractured your tibia. Anyway, then he gets traded to the Bills. Oh shit, the Phillip Rivers. It's the Bills' year. I hope there's no Bills fans watching. Actually. No. Dylan, Morgan's hubby, he's a Giants fan, so there's that. Thank God. Watched the rest of yesterday's show. After I had to bail, I ended up with a stomach ache from laughs. Oh, I love you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's my goal. I know I talk about serious stuff, and sometimes I get a little serious myself. I get all upset. My goal is to make everybody laugh. I want you to be happy. So that makes me warm inside, believe me. You sure that's not Baghdad? No, that is Lundagistan. London is fudgicled. I remember 20 years ago saying, holy shit, the number 2 most popular male baby name in London 20 years ago. It's probably more than that. I would be Kenny Powers. What does that make me? I think I was 9 or 11, 21 years ago. 20. No, literally though. Jokes aside, about a little after 9/11, I found out. Maybe 3 or 4 years after line. Maybe it was 17 years. Who cares? That the number 2 most popular baby name in just London was Muhammad, and then 5-6 years later, that's all it took. 5 or 6 or 7 years later for the kids. Muhammad in London became the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 most popular baby names for girls too. What is it? Muhammadisha? What's it? Why? What? And now Muhammad and many variations of different spellings of Muhammad are the top 7 most popular baby names in all of London, all of England. You did it. You did it. So great. Oh, we'll do Japan next, right? Is Japanese people racist because they want majority Japanese people on their island? See what I mean? That's what I was saying. So I get a little heated. Your boy gets a little serious at times, but this is all for the love. I'm trying to bring that high vibrational energy, as Alex Stein says. It's such you can see the Arab chick's hair. You can't see the hair. They have to. One of the videos I was saying a little bit ago, that I want to show you guys. I can't show you because I want to show it so bad. This girl, I don't know what Muslim country, she's probably in Londonistan for all we know. And she's doing TikTok videos. And she had beautiful hair. So I like long hair. What am I gonna do? And she's long hair. She could tell she's prettying herself up for TikTok. Young girl. She looks like she's like 15, 16, 17. I don't know what the hell she was. 16, 17. Is that the new one? Somewhere around there. She looked like, whatever. Teenage girl, older-ish teenage girl. And the mother caught her doing TikTok videos without her, hijab on. And she came over. And then she wasn't really fighting. She kind of like moved away. And the father came in. Oh, the Muslim daddy has to get the beatings on the little girl, right? He comes with a shoe. Piece of shiz. We don't need them in America. Listen, we give the Jays a lot of grief, okay? And listen, it's not your everyday, regular, normal people. It's not even, it's the ones at the top pulling the strings and being pieces of shiz. So I hate even talking. That's why I don't like talking about it, because it's like it really is something deep that people need to know before I even talk about it, because then I just sound like a dickhead. But we give them a mouth green. Listen, no, we get all them out. I mean, if there's Muslims that are actually like, oh, I don't make my wife wear a hijab. I love America. 4th of July. My favorite is hot dog and firework. I love. I'll be like, listen, all right, you can stay. All 287,000 of your cousins got to go. In Minecraft, because I'm trying to get partnership. I think they love them. I don't know. The freaking rules always change on YouTube. You ain't lying. This is never lying. It's my dude. Gene Lasker, how about it? We love you, Gene. Thank you for being here. Gene. Daniel Jones, thank you. Thank you. When I see Daniel, I mean, it's my middle name. It was my dad's name. So I love that name. And I always think of Daniel Graham. So it's tough for me to want to bash on Daniel Jones. So that's why I think in my mind, I just blank his name up. His name is blank in my brain. Broken out for 3. I broke a few labias in my day. Sniz! There you go. Caught a racing case of vaginitis. Same injury with the Giants. Yes. Scott, wait. Do your deep butt cheeks vibrate madly when you bust at? Maybe. I don't know. I'm usually too deep in. I'm trying to not hurt my labia, or ruin a fallopian too. I might, pull a fallopian. You don't want to pull a fallopian. So I try to be smart. Nick, the gun guy, my chuckle. Look, I've been talking about you all show. Was real quick. What I was basically saying, brother, is I can't wait for you to get your show going and join the fam. I don't know where you're gonna have to go before me or something, because like Steven Crowder has Crowder, Tim Pool, the Quartering, and like 4 or 5 other guys. Viva LaFrey or something. I don't even know that guy. Is weirdo. No offense. If people like Viva LaFrey, it's fine. He's just, for me, he's wacky. I feel like he's the kind of guy who's going to sell me a falafel in New London, Standinia. I don't know. I hope that's on inside. I don't know. He's not my cup of tea. I'm not saying, from what I've heard, he's based, so I shouldn't even open my big mouth. All I'm saying is, they got like the Mug Club lineup over there at Rumble, and we got the Dark Matt Steve, Scott Starboard lineup over here. We need you to join in. I love it. Where is that video so I can report it? Which one? BW is so smart and clever too, and he's hiding in these chats. I'm always looking for all you guys, but I'm always looking for his. Like, where's it? I'm like, he's being sneaky. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. I like saying potatoes, okay? Let's start with this one, shall I never put them in order. I see them and I'm like, boom, boom, bing, bang, boom. It's a little bit long. I don't know if we'll do the whole deal, because I'm sure he's going to say the N-word 45 times, and he's going to get me in trouble. I didn't say it. Up the RA sent a $50 super chat. Piers put a lot of pressure on you at the start. Some sneaky sidelines, but you got your edge back and held it down. And it was nice to hear a real one be so firm in himself, regardless of. I can't do it. That's how it's going to sound when you listen to it. How indefensible some clips may seem for real. I thought Piers was going to say, you act like a pavement prowling, banana munching, dirty narcissistic, dark ass ninja for a sec. I said it because I don't think he's going to read. I don't think it reads that, but whatever.
He caught me off guard. That was so shitty what he did with my father.
Oof.
Because he knows what he's doing. He says my dad, he docks my dad too. He says my father's name and then says, oh, your dad's racist and this is his name.
Dirty, bro.
And everyone knows what he was doing there. Everybody knows. And now you put a target on my dad. I hope you know that. So I hope you're happy with yourself.
Dirty.
And that is out of line, actually.
Yep.
family should be off limits.
Yeah.
I'm in the arena. You want to call me a racist? I'm the one doing the show. My father's not a public figure. He's not political.
Yeah.
So that's the only part that did bother me, because that is bullshit. And I won't get mad. You can attack me all you want. I don't care. But, my father, leave him out of it. He's a civilian.
You can see it building up. I could stop right here, but there's 3 more minutes. I kind of like to give this a little bit more context. Let it get a little bit more powerful, because you can see as he's talking about it, he's getting more pissed off, because what Piers Morgan did is a total... Imagine, I don't even really want you to imagine this, but let's face it. We're adults here. If Nick's father gets hurt or worse, it's all because of Piers Morgan. And what is he going to say? I didn't say it. He said it on his show. What are you talking about? Listen, I don't watch Nick Fuentes all the time, okay? It's usually when big clips pop up or, something happen, maybe an election or whatever. And 90% of watch his clips. I ain't going to lie. I ain't got time to watch his show. Plus, he has like a 4-hour-long intro video. I'm not joking. It's ridiculous. It's like 7,000 songs. I'm like, dude, what is going on? I'm waiting 45 minutes. I'm done. And then I come back, like, this was months ago, but I came back to it like 3 days later. I was like, oh yeah, I want to see what, because I don't watch this whole show. I probably would if, let's face it, if everybody didn't, expose a lot of the stuff. Like, there was one thing he did where he had a group of friends, like we got, all of us. And one of the dudes, it was pretty tight with him, was like online grooming little boys, I think. It was like an older dude, in his 20s or whatever, trying to hook up with like 12, 13-year-old boys or girls, something like that. I don't know the whole story, but I know this is real. It really did happen. And Nick, a couple of times, even if he's joking about it, was like basically giving it a rubber stamp and saying it's okay. It's good even. I shouldn't even have brought it up since I don't have the whole thing, but it happened, whatever, many years ago, but and I used to joke around my friends. We would, nasty. South Park would blush, but we didn't joke about shit like that. Like that. I mean, you might joke about it, but if a friend actually did something stupid like that, there's no joking. There's a beatdown and a complete removal from the circle. Now, this dude's gone, but he didn't go right away. So all I'm saying is, I don't know. You can't trust him. Get the Fed stuff, femboy stuff, cat boy, weird stuff. This dude, I forget the dude's name. One of his people, messing with little kids. Like, it's just, there's a lot of shit that makes me not want to watch a show and not trust him. My boy Jack Vinsonius, I should have him on at least to talk about this, because he's the one who really kind of showed me, like, that's not cool. Like, I can't do what I like a lot of the shit he says, the political stuff, and I want to, watch him, but I feel like an idiot watching this dude. Let me wait. So your name is Daniel too, Scott? So yes, Scott Daniel, Starboard. Dude, I knew we fell into hell yeah. And with a dad named Daniel too. That's right. I already loved that, man. Hell yes. Oh my God, I love it. Did Piers Morgan dox his dad? Yeah, well, basically, yes. He said his name. So, and everybody knows where they live. And then they talked about the neighborhood that Fuentes lives in. So, if I was like, oh, Snizzuk, yeah, his dad is Daniel. Did you know that? Yes. So anyway, living in, Kensington Park, Albuquerque, New Mexico must be really taxing on you. You know what I mean? So it's not like a direct dox, but you exposed all the shit. It's like one of these psychotic nut jobs, supermark, if you will, will find your job because they got nothing to do but legs up all day, milking the taxpayers and doxing and shit. I'm gonna get in trouble now. I'm gonna do their jokes. But for real, this is who's doing most of the shit. Nick Fuentes has had weird lady come to his house, pretend to be a journalist, and he like maced her like a lunatic. And then like a month later, if that, maybe like 3 weeks later, a dude came to the house after he had already kazilled 2 other people, went to his house, knocked on the door, come out, hey, it's me, buddy. And he, the cops, he heard sirens, so he took off. He went and like shot, I believe he shot another person and kazilled him, and then got chased by the cops and ran back through the alley right next to Fuentes' house. And that's where the cops ended his travels, ended his little, rampage right next to his house. So it's not like it's not hyperbole here. This is real shiz. Big E, my dude, love you, Big E. It's my brother right there. Thank you for being here, brother. I love you. Wait. I guarantee Piers' dad probably said some racy things here and there too. Piers is such a piece of shit. Exactly. Regardless of all the stuff that I can't prove, maybe like I said, my boy Jack Vinsonius, love you, pimp. Maybe he can prove these. I don't know. And I'm a Christian, so I do, I almost lean towards forgiveness almost immediately. Not all the time, but in my heart, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's super disturbing with Fuentes. That's why it's like third rail for everybody. Because it's like, is this dude? Him being a gay fan is honestly the least of my concerns about the shit that's not just been said, but been shown about him. So I don't know. I wish people would press him on these things. But he probably sneaks his way out of it too, for all I know. I don't know. Or maybe he's legit. This is the point. Scott, did you see your boy Nate from Valhalla VFT destroy Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes? No, I didn't, but I'm gonna have to check that out for real. I still gotta finish watching Russell Brand and Candace Owens from yesterday because Sniz put us all onto that. I end up watching, like I said, I think I'm a little past halfway, but I still got more left. And it was cooking. But I heard a lot of that before, but I still love it.
And that was low. I mean, you should know better than that. You're on television. You've got 1 million+ followers on Twitter. You're a major celebrity. You're naming a random private person.
Icy Bird, thank you for being here, Icy. I just had to stop that for a minute and give some love to Icy. Love you, Icy.
And he knows that he's inciting political attacks on my dad and my family and my parents' fucking livelihood. Mm-hmm. My parents have cancer. They're fucking sick.
Damn.
And they're at retirement age and they're working their fingers to the bone trying to retire, trying to fucking stay alive. And he got douchebag calling him racist. And he knows what he's doing, saying his name on the air. That wasn't right.
See, you can hear he's building up because the more he thinks about it, the more angry he's getting. I mean, his parents aren't him. And they both have cancer and they're both still working because, they're not, I think 65 now, or 67 rather, 67 is when you get full Social Security benefits. Like you can do it at like 65 or 62 and you only get half, which is kind of stupid. And then if you wait another 5 years or whatever, you get the full bennies, something along those lines. And these people have cancer and they're still working, trying to get to those last 2 years. And here's Piers Morgan. Oh, watch when I can't wait to expose him. I got to hurry up. You know what? A little bit more of this.
And the difference between me and everybody else, you want to go after families. Okay. Now there's no limits. You want to go after families? We could play that game. Your family's greenlit then too, Piers. Your family's greenlit as well. So fuck you and your family. Fuck you and fuck your kids.
What did I tell you? I'm like, it gets worse. It just keeps because he's realizing in real time, like, listen, you gotta, be professional and you don't want the whole world to see you. I do this, and I'm nobody. And you do, you want to put your best face forward. You want to be professional. Sometimes I lose it. I get a little too angry. But as he's thinking about it, he's like, "Those are my fucking parents, you rich piece of shit." Piers can protect everybody in his family, and I would never say to go after somebody's kids, by the way. But I did say in DMS's chat last night, he should have brought up. I wouldn't have obviously don't dox, but I would have brought up, like, name 2 of his kids. It'd be like, so how are Peter and Paul doing? Do they still go to Vanderbilt or Kensington? It's the only British name I can think of. Are they still in Kensington private school? And hopefully he'd say they're not in either. You think you know? Be like, well, I do know. I'm just giving you a hint to stop doxing my dad. Because you wouldn't like when somebody talks about doxes your kids, right? That's what I would have done. And I wouldn't have done it to be I don't nobody wants to keep families out of it. But I think that would have been the best way right there to completely cripple Piers Morgan's slimy tactic of bringing Nick Fuentes' parents. Don't bring somebody's parents in and trying to fuck over old retired people. Like, you're a piece of shit. It really pisses me off. And I did not just think about my own parents. All right, my own mom, love you, ma. But everybody else, anybody, I would not want to see anybody's parents getting bullied and harassed and fired from their job and being canceled and all that shit. Imagine that. Piece of shiz. I bring you, ladies and gentlemen, to the topic of the hour. As Candace Owens says, the topic du jour. Oh. Oprah Jr. is cringe. Anyway, Piers Morgan pressed Nick Fuentes for not having sex while his wife literally takes vacations from him to have sex with other men. Piers Morgan's a cockhold talking shiz to a kid who's apparently, I mean, I can't prove it, but he's saving himself for marriage. And being a Christian boy, a good Christian. Piers Morgan's wife, Celia Walden, that's her name, Celia, took a break from the marriage, a 6-week sabbatical to go and have attical, if you know what I'm saying. This is her right here. Maybe you don't want to believe me from that post. That's okay. We have others. Oh, look, while on sabbatical, real picture of Piers Morgan's wife. Oh, imagine your wife or your husband is taking a break, a sex sabbatical from you, and post this picture. Just innocent, right? One thing led to another, and whoops, I'm in bed with Rupert. Maybe they didn't do anything. I don't care. I would never, ever make a joke or do anything like this to Mrs. Starboard. And to my kids, by the way. I consider that you're cheating on your kids as well. We'll get to that one second. We'll get to him. Oh, look. The more you dig into Piers Morgan's wife, the worse it gets. Oh, look. This is from her. Celia Walden. She's a writer for whatever magazine, and she used to be at Good Morning Londonistan or whatever the hell it is. Jello shots, latex, and laughter. My night with Hugh Hefner. That's her. I believe that's her right there, right? Smooching Hugh all over his dirty old body. Nasty. That's not the end of it. Where is she? Where are you? Don't be hiding. There you go. Piers is a cuckold. Upon researching Piers Morgan's wife, Celia Walden, his wife just clearly hates him and F's other men. I don't know if anyone can deny this. It's undeniable, honestly. It's the truth. It's every interview she gives, she just craps on him. I couldn't find her saying anything positive ever about her husband, Piers Morgan. He bribed her with gifts and wore her down, according to her. Let's just see her own words, shall we? This is Celia Walden Mr. Big Pimp, swinging, slanging D, Piers Morgan's wife. Being married to Piers is basically one very long eye roll. That's not how I would describe my marriage to Mrs. Starboard. That one line is, it's over. It's over. You say that in public about me? It's done. I'm not even talking about your sex baticles or whatever the hell else you're doing. Being married to me is one long eye roll, and you said that in public? But what people don't realize about Piers is that he's usually very quiet at home because he's exhausted himself on whatever interview he's doing. This is the only reason I am sad about him leaving Good Morning Britain. Well, that and the fact that I wake up and there he is, staring back at me morning after morning. Ugh. Dude, that's not good. Celia adds, I actually had a friend who had a crush on Piers. And I told her she was mad. What are you, daft? He's terrible. He's only my husband. But we arranged for her to meet my husband. Why? Oh, you have a crush on my husband? Please take him. I'll be too busy banging other rich guys. But we arranged to meet for the interview, and Piers Morgan managed to string it out over the course of about 4 different meetings. So Piers Morgan kept stringing it along because this woman was interested in him, not his wife, his disgusting wife, who is cuckolding herself out to a friend who liked Piers Morgan. It's sick world, sick people. And he kept stringing along. Oh, I gotta run. I'm so sorry. I'm so absolutely sorry. I have to run back. I'm so important. You see, he kept saying, "Yeah, there are a few things I didn't quite get. So I'd like to meet again and talk because I had to run." And each of these meetings ended up in us having more and more alcohol until eventually he declared his real motivations and said, "The thing is, you tick every single one of my boxes, lovely." And I said, "Well, that's weird because you don't tick any of my boxes." And now look at me. Cue a resigned sigh. Oh, now look at me. This is his wife, who Mr. Pringles can, slinging D, hooking up laying the pipe, telling Nick Fuentes that being a virgin, he doesn't know, he can't critique women. Only he can because he has sex with them. It's almost as if you didn't have sex with them, that you might be able to tell better, because Pierce is a cuckold. He's a cuck. We shit on Destiny for being a cuck. This dude's a 1,000,000,000% cuckold. Oh my God. Following their first boozy lunch at legendary London haunt The Ivy, Salman Rushdie was in one corner of the restaurant, Margaret Thatcher on the other. Piers ramped up the chase to chase the other woman, and his wife's just cool with it. This is what us normal people, we don't get. We don't understand this stuff because we don't live and we wouldn't want to live this way. So when people are like, "Oh, the Obama, you're crazy. Barack and Big Mike, Michelle Obama, they're just fine together." No, they're swinging D's. They're swinging each other's D's all over the place. It's like, oh, they wouldn't do that. These people are normal. Bill and Hillary Clinton, a strong, loving couple. Look at Hillary's broken glass ceilings to show everyone you can fight through tough times in your marriage. They ain't really married. They're both drinking kids' blood, adrenochroming it up over at whatever island they can find. These people are not like us. After the interview, the former Sun man and Fleet Street's youngest editor, ever editor at age 28, began with the gifts already love. So Piers Morgan at 20 years old is already throwing this skank gifts and trying to impress her. Piers Morgan reveals he met his wife Celia Walden after he bombed while giving a speech, and she laughed at his discomfort. Weird way to show your love. So these are the happy couple, the happy cuckold. Piers Morgan has revealed he met his wife Celia Walden after he bombed during a speech in front of 1,000 people, and she loved the discomfort. If let's say it's normal people, right? Reasonable people, non-satanic people, by the way. I'm sorry, this is satanic. This is weird. Beyond weird. So say it's us normal people, right? What you would say, right? What she should say as a normal fucking human being is, oh my God, the first time I met my wonderful husband, Piers Morgan, was actually at a speech and he was bombing quite badly. But as I looked at him, I loved his perseverance and I loved his smile and his laugh, and he pushed through it. As uncomfortable as the room was, lovelies, that man was still standing in all glory. And I couldn't resist his animal magnetism. I don't know. Can you say that? No, she's being honest and saying, oh, I loved watching him fail. That's why it's fucking weird. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm just dramatic. Am I the dramatic one or am I fucking nuts? Shit, we got like 6 minutes left. I got a hustle bustle. Hey, Celia has some nice pears. Damn, I'm way behind. Shiz Nook. Let me see. That sucks big time. Real low life shit. Dude, Piers Morgan is a low ass life piece of shiz. Brand cuts away from YouTube to speak freely. Exactly. Nick the Gun Guy. Boy, love Nick the Gun Guy. That's what we do as a society now. We just clown people to their face and start yelling about freedom of speech. Send them a satellite image of the house and they live in with their phone number and credit score. Exactly. That's how it happened. Nothing's off limits anymore. People are, there's no morality with just a bunch of lunatics. And that is why we have the government we have, by the way, because we've been degraded as a society. So the government is almost always going to be a reflection of the people. So when George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, the Adams family, John Adams, John Quincy Adams, all of them, all the firsts, society, people, like, oh, don't throw that wrapper on the ground. Pick that up, love. Like, oh, I'm sorry. People wouldn't even think of throwing wrappers and shit on the ground. Some people would, because there's going to be pieces of shit in every society. But I'm just saying, the morality back then was like, nobody's going around like, oh, I hate my husband so bad. I usually have sex with other men and tell him about it. Like, people be like, what the hell? Burn that bitch. Bring her to Salem. Burn that witch. Because that's what they would do. They were smart. People had, and so that's why we have such a degraded, garbage ass society that this is the government we get. That's all. And there's not, I wouldn't say there's nothing we can do about it. I think we can vote our way out of it, to be honest with you. But it's going to start local and work all the way up. But also, you're not really going to vote your way out of this mess if you don't fix your shit. If we don't fix our stuff, we have to get all of these anti-American people out of here. Sorry, I don't even. Gotta be careful. Still trying to get my partnership. Damn, it's just a goal. Fuck money. I ain't trying to get really. I mean, I want to get money. I like to get money, but I'm doing this for the love of it. But really, I set this goal to get YouTube partnership, and I want it, man. I just want it. I'd like to achieve that goal. So I'll hold back my my anger and my truth that I want to get out. Nick's dad could literally be my age. My son is 1 year older than Nick, so his concerns and anger are 100% valid. I hear you, but his parents he has, I believe, one sister and him. And I think his sister is like 10, 12 years older than him. So he was kind of like the miracle mistake, if you will. And because his parents are like 65, I believe, something like that. I didn't watch the whole, I didn't watch his whole show. I only watched the clip. I ain't gonna lie. But, I heard him say it. She took a break to hang out with Idris Elba. Oh, Harry Potter jokes. My bad. Hey, Celia has some nice pears. Look at the pears on that, Celia. And Piers Morgan's like, oh, you like those? You can touch them if she wants. Honey, would you like to cuckold me in the corner? Snizzook would like to see your pears. She wanted some chocolate. Kenny, no, I didn't even show the pictures yet, did I? Is that Al Pacino? Hoo-ah! She is a hoo-ah. A piece of shiz hoo-ah. He must have been doing a knuckle shuffle on his... Exactly. I don't know if she allowed him to even watch, because Piers is a cock. He makes Destiny look like an alpha Chad. Nick is a Chasta. Exactly. Remember Celia was mad about Piers. Was she? Oh, she was no, Piers was wait, where did that go? Is it back a little bit? What am I doing over here? I thought it said that Piers was yada yada yada. Was mad. I'm looking for the word mad. I was mad. Daft. He made me daft. Whatever. Oh, here we got it. Celia adds, I actually had a friend who had a crush on Piers, and I told her she was fucking crazy. Cunt, a bit of the mad hatter. He's in lame-o. He's got a small Willy Wonka, and he has no rhythm at all. Even though he loves the blacks, he claims to love the blacks, he can't dance, he can't F, but he can earn money, darling. This bitch is a gold digger. And that chugga-lugga, oh, by the way, shout out to our boy Rex. Rex Jones, Alex Jones' son. Oh my God. We love Rex Jones. Shout out. Now, look at this is what Piers Morgan does to people. Real quick. We're going to get back to her. Oh, shit. I got to hurry up.
We have all of these foreigners and the Russian government, the official Chinese government. Mao said political power goes out of the barrel of a gun. He killed about 80 million people because he's the only guy that had the guns. So we did it to point out that this is globalism. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? That's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our gun.
Woo! I don't even care about any of it. That's how you end the show. Get that shit going. All right, one little funny thing. Ready? We'll end it on this one because we got to go. DMS is coming up. I'm so sorry. I'm so behind. This is AI. Okay? It's AI. YouTube, so don't be mad. But I think it's pretty funny.
Why did you say I look like that pigeon lady from the movie Home Alone 2?
Well, because you do look like that pigeon lady, Piers. In fact, you look exactly like that pigeon lady.
Why did you say...
I don't know. I like to end it on a good note. What do you want from me? Celia, you're breaking my heart over here. Hooah! Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Shit, we got to go. All right, listen. You know the drill. Scott Desmond, thank you. I honestly haven't done a British accent in a while. Why do foreigners come up here to stir shit up? I don't know. The pigeon lady is based, right? Oh my God, what a funny ass thing. Wow, just finished supper time. There you go. Supper time, and now it's DMS time. Get Joe Took Assist over to Darkman Steve. I'll be in the chat. It's always good. How do you like that? We'll have a great time. I'll be back here tomorrow, folks. You know the deal. 6 p.m. ish. Eastern Standard Time. Get back over here tomorrow. But until then, get over right now to this dude, Dark Mask Steve. When you see this little green mask, you know you're at the right place. I wish I had my damn links. I gotta get my links going. Hermione Grindgold. Hermione Granger. Granger Danger. Thanks, God. Apologies again. No, you never did apologize. It was great. I love it. I am here for it all day. Pancakes for supper, Johnny Z. Listen, my wife crushes every dinner, by the way. But I mean, when she does breakfast for dinner, it's something special. The kids love it, especially. It's a hit at the Starboard household. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say one more thing. Get over to Darkman Steve. Get back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But get over right now to this dude right here, Darkman Steve. Whoop, there you go. I hit that button. Get over there right now. We're gonna have some fun over at Darkman Steve's crib. I like saying it that way. I don't know. All right, get over there. Love you. Bye.